is time, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Talladega, the biggest track on the circuit, the 2.66 mile super speedway here. It is known for the big one, crazy side-by-side racing, photo finishes, and other stuff. But we're here at the Talladega Super Speedway for the Aaron's 499, race number 10 of the season. The second to last race for the All-Star race. We still have Darlington after this race, and yes, I will fix it because my nationwide race was a failure, but this should be some exciting racing. No pace schemes changed this race, so let's get to this. And right now at this point, it could matter where you start, but it couldn't because we never know when a big one could happen. Steven Gonzalez is on the pole today. Barney Ward starts second. You got Tyler Orndorff in third. Trent Dunham fourth. In fifth place is Alexander Dawson. Couldn't tell who that was. But anyway, he's going to lag right here for a bit. Whoops, I shouldn't have done that. But I'm going to get the pace car rolling. The field's going to be going by. It just lags at this part. We have some hungry drivers in this field ready to win. Who will take the Aaron's 499? We'll find out. Barney Ward is getting a bad start. So I don't know if something's wrong with the 5 car. Appears to be fine. But anyway, as the field rolls by, let's check out today's starting lineup for the Aaron's 499. Alright, we are back, and Barney Ward is on the apron. Oh, Barney Ward's up in the point standings. A terrible start to the race for the 5 team. He couldn't get going on the start. Now he's on the apron. Not sure what happened to Barney. We're going to find out. He might have a tire down. He could have mechanical issues, transmission issue. We don't know. He's going to follow the pace car down pit road. That is not where you want to be going. And Barney Ward is heading to pit road. He's in the top 10 in points, I believe, and that is not good. He does have a win, but it's not good to start the season off as well. But Steven Gonzalez and Trent Dunham will start on the front row. These two guys looking for some momentum. Trent already got a win. Steven's looking for his first ever win ever. Here's Tyler Orndorff right behind him, who's been qualifying well lately, but the green flag is out. We are racing at Talladega. Look back, and Barney Ward's still sitting on pit road. They go into turn 1 and 2. Steven Gonzalez has help from a fellow Dodge driver, Taylor Orndorff, and he has Alexander Dawson and Ryan Acosta on the bottom. John Dawson and Adrian Becker helping Trent Dunham up high. Could see some 3 wide racing as the field goes rolling by. And here comes Taylor Orndorff. He's snuck under Steven Gonzalez for the lead. Oh, and they're 3 wide behind him. Gotta be careful. Now we're 4 wide. Brody Banches got under the 20. Adrian Becker, or excuse me, Jessica Lawrence, I should say. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Gotta be careful, boys. And as they're coming to the line to lead lap 1, it looks like it's going to be Tyler Orndorff in the 91. The Mountain Dew Livewire paint scheme will lead lap 1. Then you see Barney Ward's coming back on the track, but his race is over as it comes to trying to win the race. He'll come back on the track, and he is a lap down. They're coming off the corner, though. And look at Dylan Pote. He was pushing Taylor Orndorff. He had help from his teammate, Jason McLeod. But now Dylan's going to dive down, go for the lead. Okay, I take it back, Trent. My track is a little bit laggy. I just told him it wasn't, but it just lags just a little bit for me. But now Jacob Rodriguez has James Qualls pushing him. There's Aaron Reed up there. Oh, we got trouble in the back. Eric Burton got turned. Charles Jackson's around. I just realized I forgot to change the pace scheme for you, Charles, on your car. Not a good way to recognize it, but you'll be in the 5-hour energy car. Michael Crosby from Red Bell, the points leader spun out. Aaron Williams got a piece of it. There's Daryl Parsons. I don't know who else was involved. Brandon Parsons glitching to pit road. Wow, I don't know what's going on there. Mike Becker might have had a piece of it. Jessica Lawrence, Connor Breen, Colin Wells. They got a couple cars back here lost the draft, but here's the main pack still together. We'll have to find a chance to take a look at it. Dylan Pote led the last lap. Aaron Reed's the leader now. See a lot of smoke. And a lot of the field's gone. They're coming to the line. There they go. Aaron Reed leads this lap. Let's go check out, see what happened over there coming off turn 4. Alright, 4 wide, like we said, does not work here. And Eric Burton going to get pinched in between Danny Wells and Charles Jackson. That's his teammate, and then that's a Ford on the inside of him. He's going to bounce off Danny. I bet he's glad. Danny's probably glad he didn't get in this wreck. And Danny actually shoves him back up into Charles Jackson, who goes up into Michael Causey. He had nowhere to go. They're going to go for a spin. They'll take up the back half of the field. Brody Banton's so lucky he got through. Tim Freilich down there in the 36. Brandon Parsons goes sliding back this way. He's going to smack the wall, I believe. Oh my goodness, he just scraped it. Mike Becker goes around. Aaron Williams or Daryl Parsons. Sasha Dawson gets through, it looks like. Calvin Wells, Connor Breeden as well. There's Jessica Lawrence. And then you have Eric Burton, Charles Jackson, teammates spinning. Michael Causey, Reb Bell. And then Aaron Williams and Mike Becker are still spinning up here. I think Reb Bell's going to hit Aaron Williams right in the front. And she does. Uh-oh. Looks like everybody else continued on. And then Brandon Parsons' car did something glitchy. He just... going back to my pit stall. That's all I'm doing. Everybody else got through it, but it looks like Dylan Young, Sasha Dawson, Matt Wells, Calvin Wells, Connor Breeden, Jessica Lawrence, they just got held up behind the wreck and they lost the draft. But all these guys up here stayed up there. But we'll go back to live action as Aaron Reed is your leader as we continue on through Talladega Racing. Alright, we are back. Aaron Reed is still leading. He has Ryan Juke all over him for the lead. He has help from a fellow Toyota driver, Randy Carpenter. Nope, not anymore. Here comes the Kansas winner, Jeremy Britton, the best by Ford. Zohar Munn, who started 39th, he's up here in the top 5. He's starting in the back. And look who's right behind him, the 28 car. What a sight to see that here. The Davey Allison paint scheme driven by Ralph Green once again. And Brian Acosta's got put 4 wide. Uh-oh. Yikes. I don't know if anything's going to be ahead of him that's slow. There's Aaron Williams. Nobody's really too close in front of him. Aaron Reed's going to lead another lap as Jessica Lawrence comes back on the track. Just update the field. Aaron Williams has dropped out of the race. Not a good day for the 31 team. They have struggled heavily this season. We got 4 wide back there. Penske cars are, oh my gosh, they're actually trying to make it 4 wide and work it out. It's not going to work here, guys. Oh my goodness, you don't want to be in that pack at all right now. Jack Richards and Ryan Acosta are literally rubbing doors. Oh my goodness, somebody's going to, he cannot make an inch of a mistake right now, or there's going to be a big one, and he's going to take out the rest of the field. Oh, Ryan Acosta has Jason Marshall on him. Have to be careful there. Adrian Becker just cut him off. Here comes Seth Cole with Trent Dunham on the bottom. And looks like the new leader is Jeremy Britt. He had help from his teammate Danny Wells, who takes second away from Ralph Green. And Brody Banton's made up there. He just barely missed that wreck. He's up in the top 5. Okay, who else is having a good run is up there? Ooh, Jessica Miller sneaking under Jason Marshall, trying to make a full wide steal. Here's Alexander Dawson down there with Tyler Orndorff. Jacob Rodriguez is down there. James Qualls, Zach Carlson, the last winner from Talladega we had last fall. He's still hanging around. He's behind. Oh, we got a wreck! Jessica Miller and Dylan Pote just got together again, just like Daytona. And Jason Marshall's going for a flip. That 83 car is done. The 23 looks like they're done. Tim Freilich might got a piece of it. Ryan Acosta, there's Dylan Pote. James McLeod got damaged up in the top 10 in points. Randy Carpenter, Ryan Juke, possibly also in it. Oh, the 83 and the 23. The 23 might continue. The 83 has to be done. Jason Marshall just went for a ride. Tim Freilich has damage. Ryan Acosta has damage. James McLeod has damage. Dylan Pote continued on. Brandon Parsons still sitting on pit road, but Dylan's going to have to come to pit road this next time by. Not really sure what happened, but now the field's been reduced. Oh, Michael Causey is slow. He's back on the track. They're going to try to bypass him. And it's held up the middle lane. They're not going to be happy at all about that. There's Charles Jackson, Daryl Parsons. And suspension on the 97 car dropped Matt Wells out of the race. I don't know where he got damaged. Red Bell's out of the race. She's going to finish 41st, possibly last, a points leader. That's huge for everybody else. And as the field's still trying to get around Michael Causey, he's really holding up everybody. He's not really slow, but he's just enough to make everybody mad. Ralph Green's trying to get him out. He's going to be the last one that gets through. And it looks like they're still the packs mainly together. They're going to catch Charles Jackson up ahead. As Jeremy Britt's still leading, they are going to catch Charles Jackson. He's very slow compared to them. He has no drafting help. He's going to come down in front of Jeremy Britt. Uh-oh. And Trent Dunham's going to get around the high side with Jacob Rodriguez. We still got a lot of racing to go. So he's in for a ride and everything. This race I know is one lap short of my nationwide race at Talladega, but I really couldn't control it. But anyway, Charles Jackson's in the middle. I think his car's up to speed. He just needed to get some drafting help. And they're going to come to the line, drag race, and Trent Dunham's going to lead lap number 8. On car 8 leads lap 8. I guess that makes sense. And here comes James Quality. He leads his teammate Jeremy Britt. Has help from Alexander Dawson, and making his first appearance up at the front, Sean Henley in the 3. The black 3 up here. If only I could have found the Talladega last one Earnhardt paint scheme. That would have been crazy to race here. They're going to catch Darrell Parsons next. There's Jack Richards up there. He's quietly hanging around. You got Aaron Reed's been up there a little bit. The pollster Steven Gonzalez is still up there with his teammate Zohar Mutton. Matthew Rodriguez is up there. John Dawson still running good. There is Ralph Green. He's in the back of this pack. Adrian Becker, Tyler Orndorff, Brody Van to Seth Cole, and there's Charles Jackson, who is a lap down. As the field has actually calmed down. Oh, we got 4 wide. Gotta be careful. We're going back 3 wide. Looks like. Let's go back as they're going to catch. I think they already caught the 55. Yeah, they did. There's Darrell Parsons. He's holding up Jack Richards and his teammate John Dawson. That's not good. But as the field has kind of calmed down for now, let's go check out see what happened in that second wreck over in turn 3 with Jessica Miller and Dylan Pote and others. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the 24 and the 23 got together at Daytona. But I don't think it was really Dylan's fault. But this time, they're really close. Dylan hooks Jessica Miller. Jason Marshall nowhere to go. His teammate James McLeod, Ryan Acosta. So whoever is behind him is Tim Freilich. They're going to continue on. And they're going to go. And then Jason Marshall goes for a tumble. Him and Jessica Miller continue on, but their days are done as far as competing for the win. Tough break for those two as well as the others involved in the wreck. But that's what happened there, and we'll go back to the live action with the leaders. Alright, and we are back. Alexander Dawson, the Monster Energy number 51 car, is leading here at Talladega, trying to get his first win of the season. He is a former winner. John Henley is still trying to pick up his first ever Mountain Dew Race Series victory. Danny Wells is doing the same thing, trying to get his first win. That car won here at Talladega with Blake Cooper a couple seasons ago. Keep that in mind. That car has history of winning at Talladega. There's Zach Carlson, who's been a very great restrictor plate racer since he started driving this 21 car last season. Aaron Reed's been consistently doing well. James Qualls is needing a good run. He's up there. Like a little bit. See, I think they're still trying to clear. I think Darrell Parsons actually has blended into the draft. And I'm stuttering again for some reason. It looks like everybody's trying to stay calm and everything. They're going to catch these slow cars. I think they just caught Dylan Young, and they did. Alexander Dawson's trying to find a way around them. Now Sean Henley's going for the lead. Dylan's got put in the middle. And as they come to the stripe, this time by the 3 and the 21 working together. That's crazy to see these days. Sean Henley leads that lap. He'll get some bonus points. Now, the cars they're catching are not necessarily slow from damage. They're just slow because they lost the draft. I don't think Dylan Young has damage. But he's really holding up the 29 and the 22. I don't think they're going to be happy about that. Like I said, the 55 blended in. The 9 should do the same. And they're about to catch the field some more. Tim Freilich and Eric Burton, they don't have a lot of damage. They're actually up to speed too, so they could blend in, so it might not be a problem. Brandon Parsons back on the track with not a lot of damage. Mike Becker's up to speed. Jessica Lawrence. Dylan Pote's still driving around with that damage. Don't know why he didn't go to pit road. He could be a factor. He's the slowest car, I believe. And then Michael Causey's slow. Other than that, Charles Jackson might be a little bit better. Other than that, not many are slow. Steven Gonzalez is about to lose a draft. He has to be careful. This guy's driving 218 miles an hour in the corner. Sean Henley just lost the lead. Him and Zach Carlson went way up the track. The person that led that lap was Alexander Dawson again. Danny Wells is going to go for the lead. They're going to have to maneuver around Tim Freilich and Eric Burton. But Zohar Munn's trying to take his line. Those two cars up ahead, I don't know where they're going to go. Probably the bottom, and that's where the two leaders are going. So you probably want to go up high. Alexander Dawson's trying to go in the middle lane. Danny Wells is following him. Trying to get around him, but watch that 40 come up on the track. And they knew it was going to happen. And they keep staying up top. That was a good move. And now Danny Wells is way up there. as Alexander Dawson is going to come by and lead another lap. Race is almost halfway over, and we got cars we've actually lost some cars in the front pack. Okay, Daryl Parsons actually is holding up these guys. Steven Gonzalez, Matthew Rodriguez, and Adrian Becker actually lost the draft. The 55 was staying up to speed, but now all of a sudden he's slowing down. Not sure what happened, but they've definitely lost the draft. Tough break for those guys. They'll need a lot of cars to get held up to get caught back up. Never know what could happen. They get racing up here, they might actually catch up. As we got a battle for second place, Zohar Mutton with help from James Qualls in the 6th car. They're going around Danny Wells, and they're bringing Brody Vanta and others with them. Everybody's trying to get to the bottom, it looks like. I'm telling you, a dark horse in this race could be that 6th car. James Qualls might sneak away and get this victory. You never know. If he's up front, he usually has a good chance of winning. Remember, he won a few times last season. I believe 3 times in total last season. He got in the chase because he won that last race at Richmond. And he just beat Alexander Dawson out for that last transfer spot, who he's actually battling for the lead with. Is Brandon Parsons going to get sliced in the middle. See if everybody stays in line. Ooh, and look at James Qualls. He's going to cut down and get the lead. Great move, but Brandon Parsons starting to hold up his teammate Danny Wells, one of his teammates. There's a billion Roush cars. Oh, that's not making Danny happy at all, I bet. Or Jack Richards. They're all trying to get around the 99. And Danny Wells was running second. Now he cannot get around his teammate. That has to be annoying. That's just a product of Talladega Racing. You get those slow cars. You can't do nothing about it. Now Trent Dunham stuck behind him. He's going to cut down in front of Tim Freilich. That was a good move by the 8 car, as they're trying to hurry and not lose the draft. Eric Burton looks like his car's at speed. They're actually slowing down again. Oh, they caught Dylan Poteet. Uh-oh. They're going to try to put him in the middle, and they're going to do that. Now the car is up front again, single file, and trying to pull away. They're catching Jessica Lawrence, who's actually way off the pace as well. Updating the field again. Ryan Acosta, Jason Marshall, James McLeod dropped out of the race, as well as Jessica Miller. Red Bell finished dead last today. Brandon Parsons 7 laps down. Don't know what was the extensive stay on pit road for him. And Barney Ward, despite having to come to pit road on the initial start, is in 25th. He's a second car 1 lap down, but there's no caution, so it doesn't matter. But Barney Ward, if he actually was running in the back, so maybe it's not going to turn out as bad of a day as he thought it was going to be. In 25th place. Next car you'd be battling is Daryl Parsons, who's in 24th. Looks like this pack is starting to get bunched back together. They're having people all together. Back to Steven Gonzalez. They're not that far apart. And look, he's in 2nd place now. Ralph Green. It's good to see that car running well, especially what happened to Davey Allison at this racetrack, where he was in that tragic helicopter accident. So this would be crazy if Ralph Green could pull off a victory here at Talladega in the retro Davey Allison Haviland paint scheme. And Zach Carlson was right behind him. James Qualls going to kick him out of the line. Qualls is not leaving this party. He is staying up front, trying to get his first win of the season, his first in the 6th car, trying to get his season going, trying to get back in wild card contention. Ralph Green needs all but wins. Zach Carlson as well. Alexander Dawson's actually been working his way up the point standings. He's had some good runs. He was at the bottom of the standing. He's actually moved his way up, I believe, in the top 20 in points. They're going to catch Mike Becker in the 43 car. That car was won before with Cody Birmingham way back in season 2 in the fall race. That was Birmingham's last victory in that car. That's actually one of the very last ones they had in that car. I think we had 2 victories since then. Mike won back at Morrinsville, I believe, and then Pichu won at New Hampshire last year. Alexander Dawson still leading. He's leading the most laps. Eric Burns went to pit road, and as the field is still getting separated, this could slow him up right here and let the other pack catch up. As James Qualls is now stuck, and Alexander Dawson's been really smart about where he's driving that 51 car. He's going to go around the 43, and they're going to get slowed up just a little bit right here. Here comes Michael Causey up ahead. They're getting single file back there. That's actually smart on the part of these guys back here trying to catch the draft. Taylor Orndorff's also close to catching it, but they're too separated to catch anything. Oh, Michael Causey's holding up James Qualls on the bottom, and they're going to kick him up. Now Aaron Reed and them going to find a way to go around them on the high side. Now they're getting held up. There's just nothing we can do about the slow cars at all in this game. Regardless of cautions or not, we're going to catch them anyway, so it didn't really matter. And they're still trying to get around him. Taylor Orndorff's actually caught back up. They're getting separated so much though. Now we got a 4-car pack with Alexander Dawson, Jacob Rodriguez, Jack Richards, Zach Carlson, and the lap car Mike Becker up by himself. James Qualls and Zohar Mutton and Sean Henley are trying to catch back up. We've got a battle for the lead. Jacob Rodriguez, he gets under Alexander Dawson trying to take the lead. Dawson's been probably the best car all day. slept a majority of the laps for sure, and now he's going to lose the lead to Jacob Rodriguez, who has not been called that much this season. He's not had much of a season so far. Him and his brother are pretty close in the point standings. Matthew, who's actually in the back end of this front pack. Looking back for Matt. There he is. Matt's actually the last car. Steven Gonzalez has lost the draft completely again. They're all still trying to get around Michael Causey, who's been very slow. They're all single file right now. Jack Richards not got kicked to the high side, and Alexander Dawson found a way to get back in line. He's in third place again. Don't know how he managed to do that. We got a lot of faces up here that could be doing good at these restrictor plate races. Looking back a little bit. Trent Dunham has a gap between him and Danny Wells. He doesn't need that. And you see John Dawson, Seth Cole, Matthew Rodriguez as well trying to catch up. Danny's trying to get back up to Aaron Reed and Ralph Green, the two Yates cars. You got Jeremy Britt. He's quietly having a good run. Tyler Orndorff finally having a good run. He needed this. And they're catching Dylan Young. He just slowed up Jacob Rodriguez tremendously. And Alexander Dawson is back to the lead once again. I don't know. He's always been in the right place in this situation when they're slow cars. It might play key for him if he keeps that momentum going. And look who is in second place. This race is winding down, and Zach Carlson's up at the front. Can we see Zach Carlson get a third restrictor plate victory? Might have to wait and see. Those cars didn't really get held up that bad. I don't know who actually got held up pretty bad. I think it was Zohar Mudden. He's the only car stuck behind him. Dylan Young would not get out of the way, and now he does. Danny Wells goes behind. Zohar Mudden goes down low. And there goes Trent Dunham. Ooh, he almost got pushed up into him by John Dawson. Look out. Seth Cole is right behind his buddy Dylan Young, but he doesn't want to work with him today because he's slow. And John Dawson's going to pit road in the 56. We've seen this happen before. John Dawson had to make a pit stop before the end of the race. He had not good fuel mileage in that race, and I think it's happening again. He's way off the pace, like strategy-wise or fuel-wise. I don't know why he is coming to pit road, but this is the second race, I believe, in the season, if that's the case, that fuel has came back and bit him in the rear. He's coming to pit road, see what happened. And it looks like it's fuel because he's not doing anything. Tough break for John Dawson. It's like a splash and go, and he's gone. He was the only car to do that as well. And they've caught Charles Jackson up here once again. And James Qualls is leading the race. Alexander Dawson did not... Oh, they're pitting! There are pit stops required. This is the first in my series. Here comes James Qualls, Sean Henley, and others pitting. Jeremy Britt, Jack Richards, Brody Banta, Aaron Reed, Trent Dunham, Danny Wells, Seth Cole, Matthew Rodriguez, and here comes Steven Gonzalez. We're going to go... This is a rare event for us, and Connor Breen's already down pit road. We're going to check this out. Wow, this is crazy. As we go up here, let's see who gets off pit road first. Here comes James Qualls. He's going to be the first one off pit road. There's Sean Henley, Jeremy Britt. There's Steven Gonzalez just now getting to pit stall. Trent Dunham, Brody Banter, Danny Wells, and others. And as we look, where are the leaders? And they're coming to pit road now. Here comes the other five. Alexander Dawson, Tyler Orndorff, Jacob Rodriguez, Ralph Green, and Zohar Mutton. This is a first for me in my series. I've tried it before and it's failed. And I think it's actually working out. They had a long race to do this. We'll see how this works out strategy-wise. And as we check the pits and see who comes out first, we'll check out who's leading also. Right at the moment, the leader says it's Zach Carlson. I think they just pitted. I think they're all on pit road right now. Zohar Mudden should have been another one that pitted with them. Here comes Dawson. Taylor Orndorff trying to beat him off. Jacob Rodriguez. There's Green. Zohar Mudden. It looks like they're all going to have somebody to go off pit road with. And Zach Carlson actually stayed on the racetrack. He came to pit road all by himself in the 21 car. He was trying to stretch it. We're going to figure out. Let's see where the lead pack must be. And it looks like Alexander Dawson is the first car. Looking for John Dawson. That pit stop actually helped him. John Dawson, there he is right there. They're going to try to get up to speed. And it looks like Alexander Dawson is going to be the first car again, somehow. Him and Tyler Orndorff pulled away a little bit from Jacob Rodriguez. They're about to catch Callum Wells. There's Michael Causey pitting. There's Zach Carlson. He's off pit road now. And the leaders are coming to this trial. Boy, he's not going to be up to speed. He's now leaving pit road. There's Carlson. And here comes Dawson with Tyler Orndorff actually battling him, possibly for the lead position. Jacob Rodriguez in this battle, Jeremy Britt, James Qualls, and Sean Henley. Trent Dunham's so trying to get back up in the battle. Zohar Munn's back here. Ralph Green lost the draft up there. John Dawson, that early pit stop didn't help him, but he did not have good fuel mileage for that 56 car at all this season. There's Zach Carlson. That's how much it hurt him. There goes the lead pack, and he's all lonesome. He's going to be a part of that second pack. It looks like he's going to be out of contention to win this race. And as they're catching, they already caught Callum Wells. He's actually blended in with the draft, and Trent Dunham's actually going to take advantage and get back up in the draft. So it looks like it's going to be an 8-car battle possibly, or 7-car battle for the lead. It is going to be a 7-car battle for the lead. And they got Brandon Parsons up ahead, who's slow, and other than that, they might be clear for the rest of the race. We got 3 laps to go. Alexander Dawson back to the lead. It would be a shame if he didn't win this race after dominating, but there are some hungry drivers up there looking for a win, including himself. Him, Taylor Orndorff, James Qualls, Sean Henley, Jacob Rodriguez have not won this season. Trent Dunham and Jeremy Britt both have won once at Bristol and Kansas respectively. Callum Wells unfortunately is not in this battle for the lead. And here comes Trent Dunham. He's going to the inside of James Qualls, making it 3 wide up in the top 5. Going to have some help from Jacob Rodriguez. Qualls trying to work with his teammate, Callum Wells. Nothing to work there. And now Callum's trying to get back down the line to block Trent Dunham. And now Trent's going to have help, and they're going to catch Brandon Parsons very soon. And Taylor Orndorff's hanging up top really well up on the high side. And at the stripe, it was Taylor Orndorff. They were dead even, and Alexander Dawson's going to get pinned down there. This is going to be a great move for Taylor Orndorff. Brandon Parsons going to slow him up a bunch. Actually, he's not slowing him up a lot. Taylor Orndorff trying to find some help. He's going to avoid the 99. Next time by will be the white flag, and Orndorff's going to drop down and take the lead. He gets ahead of Alexander Dawson. The 99 looks like he's going to split in, and Trent Dunham is the car that unfortunately got stuck behind him once again. Dunham's not been the best at picking where the lines should be to get around these slow cars. You have one more shot at it. He has Sean Henley up high. They could work together possibly. We'll see what happens. Taylor Orndorff has to leave it. That 51 car is so strong. Oh, he couldn't hold him off. They're coming to the stripe. It'll be the white flag. Orndorff's going to lead the lap, but will he keep the lead? White flag is out here at Talladega. He has no help on the high side. It's all Alexander Dawson, Jacob Rodriguez down low. Orndorff's going to drop back to 5th at least, and maybe even further. Does Jacob Rodriguez have anything for Alexander Dawson? Here comes Jeremy Britt to the inside. Where did he come from? He has help from his teammate James Qualls, who's going 3 wide for second. Whoa! He's going to sneak under him. He got under him. But that's what Alexander Dawson needs. Dawson is going to pull away. They're going to be too far behind. They're not going to be able to make a run. Qualls has help from his teammates Callum Wells, but he just doesn't have help. That 51 car is too strong today. Nobody can compete with Alexander Dawson. He's going to come to the line and pick up his first win of the season. Alexander Dawson wins the Aaron's 499 at Talladega. I don't know if I've seen a dominant car in one of my races at Talladega like I did today with that 51 car. That car, no matter what happened, he get kicked to the high side. He'll find a way back up to the front. He was the only car I saw never fall back. That is crazy. But that Monster Energy paint scheme might have helped him win this race. Who knows? There's a monster under that engine or somewhere under that hood. Alexander Dawson has picked up the victory here today in the Aaron's 499. Congrats to Alexander on winning the race. James Qualls battled his teammate right there and probably cost him ground. Could have tried to maybe work with him, try to get a victory for Roush. Not the case. James Qualls will finish 2nd. Man, what a race. I'm glad he got clean the second half of that race. Sean Henley ended up 3rd. Great run for him. Jeremy Britt 4th. Trent Dunham grabbed a top 5 and 5th. Taylor Orndorff got a great run in 6th. He was leading at the white flag, but he got shuffled out of line, but he still got top 10. Jacob Rodriguez was also up there. He fit back to 7th right in front of his brother Matt, who finished 8th. Seth Cole snuck in there and got a 9th place finish. And Zohar Munnen, Trent's brother, got a 10th place finish. And you see Zach Carlson, who tried to strategize and be the last car to pit. That probably wasn't the best idea. He finished 11th. Ralph Green was up in the lead pack. He lost the draft and fell into the second group. He finished 12th. John Dawson was the first lead lap car to pit, and he ended up 13th. Aaron Reed 14th. Danny Wells 15th. They got Brody Banta, Jack Richards, Steven Gonzalez, Adrian Becker, Randy Carpenter, your top 20. Then you got Ryan Juke, Connor Breen, Sasha Dawson, the last cars on the lead lap. Callum Wells went a lap down right before the end of that race, and you got Mike Becker, Daryl Parsons, Barney Ward, who had the problem from the start of the race, so he didn't really have much of a choice or a chance to get back up there. He ended up 27th. Tim Fralick, Jessica Lawrence, Eric Byrne, your top 30. Charles Jackson, Dylan Poteet stayed out there with the damage. Dylan Young, Michael Causey as well, and Brandon Parsons 7 laps down still made it. to the end of the race somehow. Cars out of the race, 36 to 42nd, Ryan Acosta, Jason Marshall, James McLeod, Jessica Miller, Matt Wells, Aaron Williams, and Red Bell. So the points leader, Red Bell, finishes last today. That's going to be interesting to see what happens there. The points will definitely be shuffled up. Remember, the point standings are always in the description, so you have to just look like right there. So, excuse me. And before I forget, because this is a long race, race 10 is now saved, and Dawson has won the race. That 51 car was strong. If only Kurt Busch could do that in real life. Anyway, we are done here from Talladega, and a lot of guys got good runs. They needed them, and let's go check out the next race where we're going to be racing next. Alright, we're done from Talladega, and it was a crazy race. I'm glad it had a good finish and everything, kinda. But our next race will be at, find it, we'll be at the Darlington Raceway. Probably going to do this one because this is the one Trent recommended, because my Darlington track sucked, and I don't disagree with him. But we'll be at Darlington for the next race. The Bojangles Southern 500. Yeah, that's a stupid name. I would just call it the Southern 500. But anyway, that'll be our next race. The last race to qualify yourself into the All-Star race. Now, for in this video, in this race, you have to win a race to be in the All-Star race, obviously. There is going to be a fan vote, but there will be a video for that, so don't worry about sending in votes yet, because you don't even know who's in it, who's not. But if you know you haven't won a race and you just started, then you're not in it, obviously. You'll have to either win at Darlington or get the fan vote or race your way in the showdown. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, Darlington, that's going to be that's a tough track to get your win at if you need it too. So there are some people out there wanting to win that need it to get in the All-Star race, but we'll keep that in mind. And the All-Star weekend will be great. So I will see you guys next time at Darlington. Make sure to comment and everything. And thanks for watching, and I will see you guys at Darlington. And congrats one last time to Alexander Dawson, the whole 51 Phoenix Racing team, for winning at Talladega.